What's up everybody, it's Rob Rass from FLX Bike with another Babymaker production update. If you like seeing these behind the scenes videos and seeing your bikes be built, please take 1 second to hit that subscribe button. So we're back in the factory, there's all those beautiful, beautiful colors. This is a blue raspberry Babymaker frame, and what he's doing here is checking the alignment. There are many, many checks for that, not just when the frames are being welded, re-welded, heat treated, etc., but even after painting, checking the alignment of those dropouts so that they're right there. If it does not fit the spec laid out, that frame will not be used. So he's checking all the frames here and then just puts them back in the rack. If any are out of spec, they will be pulled out from that before they are put on the production line. And check it out here, this is the production line with some beautiful tangerine bikes on it. We'll just go check out what's going on at each step. So you can see here our tech is installing the motor, and notice on that motor, there is one small upgrade from the beta bikes to that one. It does have a quick disconnect on the motor, just about 4 inches of cable there. So if you ever did need to swap the motor out, pull the tire out, etc., it's much easier to just disconnect that cable and put a new one in or disconnect it for travel. Moving on, we'll see some more techs working on the wiring for the Babymaker. So there is a lot of hidden wiring that runs through the frame. As you know, it has all the wires and cables run internally. Next up, the kickstand is installed, and that will be on every single Babymaker free of charge. That was a stretch goal during the Indiegogo campaign. So this tech is actually working on the wiring for the Cadence Sensor near the bottom bracket. So some wiring to be done there, going between the battery and controller and Cadence Sensor, controller and motor. Lots of things going on, all hidden within the bike. And check it out, I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to see that matte black frame. We did post an image of it. This is the matte black on the production line, and man, that's beautiful. Of course, the bike wouldn't be complete without the Babymaker name down the down tube. This next footage is a bit more advanced in the production process. You can see this bike has almost everything installed on it. We've got the rear wheel and motor, the brakes, the kickstand, and this is a Pro, by the way. You can tell from the disc brakes and the belt. It's also got the handlebars on there. The tech here is checking that everything spins freely, that nothing is out of alignment, that there's no noise from the brakes when the wheel spins. One check that's super important with these bikes, after that belt drive is installed, the Gates carbon belt drive, it does need to be calibrated. It needs to be tightened just right within the tolerances so that it's not too loose and not too tight. So he's using a harmonic gauge here, the tech, and plucks the belt, and it needs to fall within a certain number of hertz. So Gates lays out a frequency range. It needs to fall within that range for it to comply with their standards. If it's too low, it needs to be adjusted. If it's too high, it also needs to be adjusted. So this time it did not pass that spec. So the tech here is actually going to loosen the wheel and then tighten the belt tension. I believe it was too low in belt tension, so he's going to increase the belt tension to make sure it's tight enough so that it won't get any slipping under serious load when you're riding. So after he tightens it, he checks to make sure everything still spins freely, just right, and then does the calibration process again to make sure it is in that spec. All right guys, that is it for today's update. There will be more on the way. I'm glad you got to see different colors of the Babymaker and Babymakers that are almost 100% complete. Please stay tuned for the next update. There will be more exciting stuff on the way. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and we'll see you in the next one.